In this video, we'll compare Binance and Bitget crypto exchanges. We're going to compare the trading platforms themselves and how they differ. Also, the important aspects of every exchange, like the withdrawal fees, the deposit options, and also the trading fees. We'll have a look at everything compared side by side in this video. I'll leave timestamps for everything down in the description. Before comparing the trading platforms of both Binance and Bitget, we'll have a look at the trading fees first. I do have full tutorial guides for both of these exchanges linked down in the description. It goes through getting set up on the platforms, how to deposit and withdraw, how to trade on them as well. So if you're looking for that, I'll leave those videos down in the description. Also, I'll leave links to both Binance and Bitget down in the description as well. They may give deposit and trading bonuses if you're new, so that's an extra bonus. You can check the details via the links below. As for Binance and Bitget, they have very similar trading fees. Binance is a little bit cheaper with 0.075%. So the way that you get this trading fee is by paying your trading fees in the exchange token, which is BNB. Bitget also offer this discount. You have to pay in BGB, which is their exchange token. So you'd have to buy $10, $15, $20 worth of it and then toggle on the option to pay in the exchange token, and then they give you the discounts. If you don't want the discount, you're paying 0.1 for Bitget and you're paying 0.1 for Binance as well, because BNB actually gives you a 25% discount on your fees, and on Bitget it's 20%. So that is the difference. Also, some considerations here. BNB and BGB, these are risk assets. They can go up and down in value, and so they may go up and down in value more than the discounts that you're getting on your fees. So it's up to the individual whether they want to use these or not. If you have bought crypto on these exchanges, you might want to withdraw it to your own crypto wallet or maybe a different cryptocurrency exchange. And so you'll want to know how much that costs and the network support. So both Binance and Bitget have amongst the best network support. They offer almost all of the major networks to use and send transactions around. Now, every time you use a blockchain, you will be charged a fee. Binance and Bitget have amongst the lowest, and there's no real differences between them. So if you want to, send Ethereum on the ETH network, it's around $1. The only difference I saw today as of comparing them was $15 fee on Bitget to withdraw Bitcoin over the Bitcoin network, whereas it was $1.46 on Binance. It's a big difference. I don't know if that's a short-term error or something on Bitget, but usually they are amongst the lowest on fees in relation to Binance. There's also major network support. So you can send US dollar Tether over ETH, BNB or Tron on both of these exchanges. If you want to send it over to a different exchange, just use the cheapest option there. You can also see the support here. So USDT has all of the major chains that are supported, and they're going to be charging you around $1 or even 10 cents. It's the same on Binance as well. All of the major chains are supported, and $1 or under for sending US dollar Tether from one exchange to another. Another important consideration is the fiat currency on and off ramps for both of these exchanges. So there's really two main ways to get money in and out of crypto exchanges. The first one is a card. The second one is a transfer of some type, either to a bank or to an application that behaves like a bank, like Wise, Revolut, or Advanced Cash, ADV Cash here. So cards are always more expensive, and the bank type transfers are always cheaper. As Binance goes, credit and debit cards are amongst the cheapest in terms of fees, 1.8%. It's still a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Bitget is a lot more expensive for the credit card when I checked for making this video. In terms of Binance, you can simply go to the card option and then go to Euro. USD is even supported, GBP. So USD, GBP here. So if you have a card, then you can make payments in and out, and they even support Google and Apple Pay. In terms of Bitget, they do have credit and debit cards, more expensive. They actually support bank deposits still for many major currencies, or at least Euro GBP. So if you have Euro GBP, you may be able to find that the bank transfer options are a lot more simple. You can use faster payments in the UK or SEPA in Europe, which may be a better option for an on-ramp versus Binance if they don't support that. It's going to be up to where you live and what is supported in your region. Bank transfers are always cheaper and cards are always more expensive. In terms of withdrawals as well, you do have banking withdrawals via Bitget. For Binance, it's mostly card these days, although again, it depends on your region. Now we'll look at the spot trading platforms for both Binance and Bitget. We'll focus on spot trading first, and then I'll show you the futures trading platforms in a second. But essentially, they are exactly the same. So they have all of the same order types, they have the same charting software, and the layout really lets you choose which assets that you're trading, and it shows you the price that the assets are trading at. And then you have an order entry screen with a buy side and a sell side. So you can enter all of your order details here in terms of the price you want to trade at, the amount that you want to trade, and then it will show you those details, and you have open orders and order history down at the bottom. If we look at Bitget, it's very similar. Now the layout's very different here. If you go to the top right, you can choose any layout that you want. So we can actually switch it up to be pretty much the same as Binance. On Binance, you can change the layout to 3 different layouts as well. But the important features are trading view charting on both. It's industry standard charting. And so you can make, technical analysis. You can do drawings and many other things. If you want way more info on that, I'll leave that to some tutorial videos that I'll link in the description. But we have the asset price right here, and then we have the buy and sell side. You can choose assets that you want to trade here. So anything that you want to search for, you can see the trading pairs. Now both Bitget and Binance offer a lot of different trading pairs. Again, if the one that you want to trade isn't supported on one, then you can just simply search the supported assets on both of the platforms and see which is supported. But they are both exactly the same in terms of what order types they give you, how they trade, and everything like that. If you want more info, that's for the videos that I've got down in the description. Both Bitget and Binance do offer futures trading as well. This is where you can take leverage and trade short term. I know a lot of people in crypto want to trade on leverage and they want to trade futures. So Bitget and Binance, the platforms are almost identical. Again, it's just coming down to some other options. For example, is the product available for you? Binance does block futures trading for a lot of jurisdictions. I think Bitget is a little bit more lenient, but you're going to have to check where you live if the product is available for you or not. It's exactly the same as spot trading, although under the surface, you're not buying any assets. You're actually just trading the price of those assets. And so this is for short-term, trading and day trading rather than investing. But the platform, as you can see here, you have all of the day trading order types, trailing stops, stop limits, and everything like that. If we go to Bitget, it's very similar. We have trailing stops, triggers, post only. So very similar order types. And you can, take an amount of leverage, which you can, change here. Again, where you're living in the world and what your account status is going to be dependent on what they're giving you here. But you can trade short term with futures on both platforms if it's available for you. One of the biggest differences on the futures trading side is the trading fees that are charged on the exchanges. Now, Binance on the futures trading side let you use BNB coin to take a 10% discount on your trading fees here. On Bitget side, they don't allow the BGB discount in futures, so you just pay the normal rate. So that makes Binance a little bit cheaper on the maker side, and on the taker side, Binance is cheaper anyway. So you can see the difference in fees here. If you're trading around 500K and you're making liquidity all of the time, then you're trading a difference between $90 and $100. So it's not actually a big deal, but it does depend on, which type of trader that you are. What is maker taker and why are the fees different? You can see here on the futures trading schedule, maker fees are 0.02 and taker is 0.06. Taker is more expensive. Maker taker is just a way of incentivizing liquidity on the platform. So if you are a taker of liquidity, what you're doing is taking someone else's order off of the order book. So you can see the order book right here. This is made up of other people's orders that they're showing to the market that they want to trade. If you use a market order and you buy a certain amount of BTC, whatever it is, and you buy long with a market order, so you're not choosing the price, you're going to be taking someone else's order off of the order book and taking their liquidity. As you're taking liquidity, you're charged a higher fee. That's just how it works with a lot of crypto exchanges. Maker is when you make liquidity onto the order book. So you go for a limit order and you're going to buy BTC, but you're going to put a price in of 29,300 and the current price is 29,357. So 300 is below here. You'll be bidding and you'll be showing your order. You can't trade right now, but you'll be adding liquidity onto the order book, and you are a maker of liquidity because you're making that liquidity, hoping for it to trade again in the future if the price, comes down to your level. If you make liquidity, you usually get slightly cheaper fees, as you can see here. If you take, you'll be paying slightly more fees, but they are very low anyway. Both exchanges also have an earn platform as well, and this is actually an amalgamation of many different types of products, and so way too much for this video. I do go over it in the exchange guides that I linked down below, but the earn platforms have many different options to essentially earn some yield on crypto. Now, this ranges mostly from savings type products, which is where you're kind of lending some money out to leverage traders on the platform, and then staking, which is actually just blockchain staking, where you're getting a staking reward from a blockchain. So it just aims to make that a little bit easier for you by doing it on the exchange rather than you having to deal with the blockchain yourself. You also have launch pads and launch pools, which are, again, a bit too complex for this video, but you can potentially get some new tokens in launch pools, and then launch pads is where you can actually invest in new tokens. But again, this may not be a product that's offered in your region. So the savings and stakings are probably the biggest two products. You can see here some of the rates that you can get on major cryptos right here. Just be sure that you're aware of exactly what's happening under the surface, and of course, not your keys, not your crypto on these exchanges. So if you're tying yourself up for time, there's risk here with leaving your assets on an exchange. But the most popular type of products are the earn, where you're earning a little yield, and then the staking. If there's a staking crypto that's available, it will just let you stake it much more easily than doing it on the blockchain. Both of them offer this, fairly robust in terms of their offerings. I would say Binance probably has a little bit bigger of an earn platform than Bitget. Both exchanges also offer trading bot platforms, and actually they are really robust in terms of what they offer. They've both worked on the trading bots a lot recently, with many more bots available. So you have very simple bots like the DCA or Auto Invest, where you can just set up automatic buy or sell orders for a crypto. So you can dollar cost average in and out if you want, and you don't have to, constantly do it manually yourself. And then it goes all the way through to spot grids and futures grids, which are a little bit more speculative and a little bit more actively managed. So Binance has a really big bot trading platform, and it has many different types of bots you can use. You can also see some of the strategies that have been working recently. Bitget have a very similar platform here with the auto invest feature, and then you have spots and futures grids where you can choose an asset to buy and sell with the grid over time. They also have different types of advanced bots as well, which is just different types of trading strategies that you can actually use via a bot rather than trying to do it yourself. Again, too much for this video. I'll leave some videos on trading bots and how they work down in the description. I'll leave links below to both Binance and Bitget if you're looking for deposit and trading bonuses. Also, the helpful video guides I'll list down there as well. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.